Chapter 2: The Turbulent Teenage Years. Adolescence arrives not as a gentle transition, but as a torrent, sweeping David into a world of new freedoms, risks, and revelations. Chapter 2 traces his journey through canoes, camps, and curtain calls, where the lessons of brotherhood, belonging, and resilience are forged in the unpredictable currents of teenage life. Through triumphs and turbulence, David begins to discover the person he is becoming, shaped by both the shadows and the light of these formative years.
The weight of coach, popularity, paranoia, and the thirst for more. The hoodie wasn't just fabric anymore. It had become armor, a badge, a brand. By sophomore year, the nickname Coach didn't just follow me through the halls of Cohoes High. It preceded me. It walked into rooms before I did. Kids I didn't even know called it out like a greeting, like a password into a world I wasn't sure I had built on purpose. I had become a persona, a presence, someone people wanted something from. The weed flowed like an underground river, reliable and steady. The keg parties swelled in size, spilling out of basements and backyards into whispered legends on Monday mornings. From the outside looking in, I was winning. I had the clout. I had the crowd. I had the name. But names carry weight, and mine started to crush me. The more recognition I got, the more hollow I felt inside, like someone had scooped out the real me and left the coach version to walk around in my place. Waking up hungover became my new morning ritual. It wasn't just the booze, though that certainly played its part. It was the pressure, the strange, invisible responsibility of keeping the show going. I wasn't just a kid anymore. I was a supplier, a dealer, a party host, a hustler who didn't know how to retire. My reputation demanded I deliver, and the weight of that reputation pushed me further down the slope. Alcohol crept into the cracks like floodwater, little by little at first, weekends blurring into weekdays, boundaries dissolving where school ended and survival began. A beer at the park became a bottle at lunch. Passing the bottle around turned into gripping it like a life raft. Booze wasn't just fun anymore. It was medicine. It dulled the ache. It quieted the paranoia. It helped me breathe in all the places life felt tight and airless. But popularity is the cruelest illusion. I thought being coach bought me safety. I thought it made me untouchable. In truth, it painted me in neon. Danny Lennon's fist didn't care how many parties I threw. Lajeunesse's rumors didn't slow down because people knew my name. My circle of friends was really a revolving door of customers, clingers, and keg seekers. The more people I entertained, the more I realized how few stayed after the music cut out. Alone in the silence, I felt smaller than I had ever been. Like a king whose kingdom vanished the moment the beer ran dry. And yet, even in the haze, there were sparks of light. Carrie DiCarlo with her brash cheerleader energy, a grin that bordered on reckless but felt strangely safe. Connie Smith with her grounded wit and sharp, steady presence, like someone who saw more than she ever said. They weren't salvation, but they were something. A reason to show up. A reason to try. A tiny reminder that maybe all of this chaos wasn't just hollow noise. But the truth lingered like a bitter aftertaste. The nickname was no longer a trophy. It was a crown of thorns. And I wore it with a smile no one believed. Not even me.
Thank you for spending this time with me, the Pussycat Wizard. These moments we share, whether in shadows or in light, are threads in a much larger story, one I'm honored to tell with you beside me. As always, the journey continues. The next chapter subsection is waiting, and I'd be honored if you'd walk with me a little further down this road. Until then, keep the wonder alive, and I'll see you in the next episode of Little Did I Know.
In the quiet of my mind, a tempest rages. Mother's convictions, the script of ages. Her voice a beacon in the fog of my prose. David, she chides, in secrecy it goes. Beneath my breath, a silent plea. Mother, I hear you, but can you hear me? Your savior, your faith you implore, I embrace. Yet within, I wrestle with my own grace. Torn between the divine and my truth. A son's love, a personal sleuth. Have you surrendered? You persistently ask. In your version of Jesus, should I bask? Jane, your call for aid. He's different, you say. A label pre-made. In your eyes I see the fear of a son's path, not straight but queer. I stand at the crossroads of self. My identity not just a book on the shelf. Mother, your love I'll always hold dear, but my journey is mine. Let this be clear.